Hello, hello, Buccaneers. We are at Forever Wild Exotic Animal Sanctuary.
And go.
Hello, Buccaneers. We are at Forever Wild Exotic Animal Sanctuary. Time.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. I ain't got all day.
This is saving.
Also, look who's here. This is look who's vlogging.
He is.
He's the guy behind me. He's the guy behind me.
Might eat the camera.
Does it focus? Does it march? Yeah.
How did these turtles get their food?
Alright, just give me a few seconds here, guys. Sorry. No worries.
Is this a crocodile? Hello. Say hello. See? Hello. He's shy. Haha. That's not your food. Hello. Hello. Try that. Is this a bird or a Oh, I said hello. How can we say hello after like a long time? Hello. Give him like a minute. No, he copies me after I say hello.
Say it one more time.
Hello. Hello. He tried to.
Hello. Hello.
How is that day? No, you have to give him a little time. No, I have to say a couple times. Squawk. 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 Squawk.
Hi. Anyway, Joel, nice to meet you.
Totally.
Come on, boo boo. All right. Well, first off, welcome to Forever Wild. My name is Joel. I'm one of the founders. Me and my wife started this back in 1995. And when we first started, I was actually living in Westminster, California. And we took in a few animals there. And, obviously it wasn't the right situation. So we came out here to Phelan and we moved here and started this. Most of the animals that you will see here are actually confiscations from U.S. Fish and Wildlife, California Department of Fish and Wildlife, local animal controls, and then owner surrender. So in this room, basically everything in here except for two animals are venomous. There is no such thing as a poisonous snake. It is venom. It's it's something that is injected into you. Poison is something that is either ingested. So inside this room, we have animals from all over the world. You'll have to forgive some of this stuff I haven't cleaned today, but right here, the world's longest venomous snake. This is a king cobra. And this one right here is about 13 feet long. So we got her, a gentleman up in San Francisco area used to own her, not legally. And when she started to get to about the 9-foot, size, she was a little bit too big for him to handle. Messed up, if I left something open or stuff like that. So she could, if she were to bite me, she could. But when the different hooks, the tongs like this, and it keeps me as safe as you possibly can. So when I take her out, I will put her inside one of the trash cans like this, secure the lid, and then I can work in there.
Has she ever tried to kill you or bite you?
Every time I take her out, she does. So she's all about trying to get me, and that's what they are designed to do. They're designed to protect themselves, and being a venomous snake, it's going to be very dangerous. Eased and things like that is when they defend themselves. Right below it, we have the black mamba. That's one of the fastest, if not the fastest, snake in the world.
One of the most venomous, right?
One of the most venomous, not the most venomous, the most venomous snake in the world. Right here, if it was to bite somebody, basically with the venom load that it has, it could be getting bit by one is something you have to work at doing.
Those are found in Africa, am I correct? Like mamba?
The black mamba, yes. Right here, this is a woma. It's a python from Australia, and it actually lives in the same area as the inland taipan, and they look very similar.
Oh, so you can use that.
Yeah. And then down below over here, this is a gaboon viper. It has the longest fangs of any snake. Big adults can have fangs that are over 2 inches long.
How come some say that you can treat bites with certain stuff?
Venom, and it helps you survive a bite.
You have that here.
Actually, I have a kind of a connection with. So if I were to get bit, we have an emergency plan. You cannot inject anti-venom directly into you. It has to go through lactated ringers and things like that. It's a slow drip, a slow thing. The Gila monsters out there that I was feeding, they're using that venom to make a drug called Byetta, and that helps type 2 diabetics control their blood sugar. So,
Very good. You want to open one up to get a good shot?
no, ain't gonna happen.
I'm adventurous. Put it around
Yeah.
with snakes. Around your neck.
Yeah. No.
Good Instagram photo.
Yeah.
Probably work with a python, probably not this close.
My taipans that I had recently passed away. They were very, very old snakes. But up in the top up here, I've got a viper from Pakistan that is probably my favorite right now.
I'm not dead.
Laugh laughing kookaburra. This is a real famous bird that you'll hear in almost every Tarzan TV show. Hey, let's do it. Come on. Come on. Come on.
He said it.
Come on. Well, he'll make a real loud noise. Oh. Come on, you gonna do it? Let me see if I can get him to make this noise real quick. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, this is what that's the sound that you always see in all these African movies. The jungle. Pretty neat, huh? They're the largest kingfisher in the world, and these guys don't actually dive after fish. They eat small snakes, lizards, mice, things like that.
Fox. Hello, fox.
These are some of our black tuft marmosets. We have 6 of them here. These are some of the smallest monkeys in the world. They live in South America. Here. Willie. I don't know if you can see him over there, but this is our red-handed tamarin. This is Willie, and he was a like Florida. This woman actually got him out of Florida and had them shipped here. Or people will drive to the other states, pick them up.
Hello.
That's Sophie.
Hello. Is that the only word she knows?
No, she knows a couple more. She speaks Spanish.
Hold on.
Hello, amigos. What other word?
Usually when we start to walk away, she'll start to say goodbye.
She said bye. She said bye. When we're not there to not say hello.
These are our singing dogs. This is Tazzy and Dinky. These guys are wild dogs from New Guinea. A lot of times people end up getting these dogs in California. They're actually legal for anybody to own. Animals, and don't work out in the home very well. Well, they actually the howl that they have sounds somewhat like a humpback whale, but then the howl that they do it just goes on and on and on, and that's what they do. The singing. Yep.
These are big guys. Yeah.
Yeah, these are 2 of our common. The one in the back making the noise is Edgar, and this is Paca up here in the front. Both of these guys do speak, or mimic. They'll say hello and what's up. Yeah. Yeah, most of the corvid family, which are, jays, crows, ravens.
Hello.
They're, we had a little jay here one time, blue jay, that, scrub jay, that talked really. So this is Turbo. This is a ring-tailed lemur. Hey, bud. How are you? Turbo came to us from another facility up in Oregon. Was a lovely facility. Just he didn't get along with other lemurs. You know, they needed to find a place for him. What? And so we ended up taking him. Lemurs normally live in troops of anywhere from 20 to 40 animals. Like I said, he didn't get along with other lemurs, so he was kept by himself. You know, he loves people, so this is a little bit better situation for him, where he can see people and get the attention that he really likes. Huh.
Do lemurs normally like hanging around people, or they?
Not, you know.
He just has a strange personality.
Yeah, well, he's you know, I mean, he was. Good boy. Licking off all the salt. Oh, good boy. All right. And then over here we have Ava. What?
What's this?
This is a fox. This is a red fox.
That's what I was gonna say. Why does she have no ears?
Well, she has both ears. Just one of them she had an injury from, so it folded down. But Ava came to us. She was actually some people's pet. They had her in the house, used to watch TV with her, things like that. And, you know, obviously she couldn't be released back into the wild. She went to another sanctuary. They didn't have room for her, so they ended up calling us, and we ended up taking her. So, but she's really, really sweet. Huh.
Does she still watch TV?
She would if I took her in the house. Huh.
She's got other animals to watch.
Yeah. I don't think my dogs and my domestic cats would like that a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, and then over here, these are our red-tailed hawks. These guys both came to us because they have permanently injured wings. So they will live here for the rest of their lives. They could not survive out in the wild. The one up on the top up there, she was shot with a pellet gun. So it did a lot of damage to that wing. And then the one that's over here, Rosie, she was hit by a car. And they tried to rehab her, but the wing just wouldn't heal properly. And so she's here as well.
Will a bad guy take one of these animals?
What's that?
Will a bad guy take an animal or what?
And this is Diesel. That's a spotted leopard. Actually, let me see if I can get him to stand up a little bit. You actually know a lot about cats, don't you? Smells like hot buttered popcorn for a few minutes, and then it starts to smell.
Oh, she stand up.
Hi, Diesel. Hi, bud. Hey, how are you? How are you, bud?
How awesome.
So Diesel is about 15 years old. He came to us, again, came from a very, very nice place. His old owner had a stroke. So he had to place him and several of his other animals. Because of his age, it was getting harder and harder to find a place that would take him. When they called us, we said no problem. And we took him in, and he's actually, doing really, really well. He's a pretty friendly cat, still dangerous. He's still a leopard. We have another black leopard that's actually 26 years old, so he's got some time to go. It all depends. Like there, he'll because he wants me to go hang out with him. You know, and it'll be different here. There's, like, you can see, like, all these fence posts here. So yeah, this is Charlie. He's, every time I come near him, he goes to the nest like he's gonna start building a nest. Charlie, come here,
It
dude.
looks like he's afraid of you.
Yeah, yeah. He thinks I'm his girlfriend.
He's hiding from you.
Yeah, yeah. Charlie is a great horned owl. He's beneficial to our environment because they eat what?
He's looking to see if we're gone.
Yeah. But what do the owls eat?
Bats? Wait, no. Bats. No, I mean, bugs? I don't know.
No, they eat mice and rats. They also eat squirrels. They'll eat rabbits, and they love skunks. You know, one.
Smell terrible.
I know. A bird that can actually smell are vultures. Can't smell, so.
What happens if you were to leave? Would he come out?
He may.
His head out. Now he's looking at us without hiding.
Charlie.
Oh, he's coming out. He's coming out.
Charlie,
He's
the
out.
horned owl.
He's running. He's happy. He's happy.
Where did you go? Did you go back? Oh, you're
Really
funny.
wide eyes.
I want to see her fly again.
Oh, you missed it. You weren't looking.
I'll fly again. Watch, if you come back, she's going to her nest.
Hi, Charlie.
Is she trying to tell you to go away?
Oh no, he wants me to go back in.
Go back in where?
Smell. Vultures are the only birds that can smell.
He wants you to go back in where?
No idea.
Try to go back in.
There he goes. Did you see him fly? This right here, this is our.
Right.
No, I mean I don't have any cats that spray, you know, here, but not, at least not at people. There's a African serval. He was found in a abandoned house down in Riverside, and he was all over the news. They wanted us to, you know, I ended up calling the animal control to find out how, you know, what was going to happen to him. They said come and get him now.
Abandoned house?
Yeah, they're well, somebody just left them there.
I hope not.
Yeah. I don't think so, but they can do short blasts of about 45 miles an hour.
What's a black?
Run, short run. But these guys live in the same area that lions and cheetahs do. They love that real tall grass, and these guys can actually jump straight up 12 feet in the air and knock birds right out of the air.
Amazing.
He doesn't
And then
say-
those long legs are good for, you know, like when they go after snakes and things. Kind of keeps their body at a distance, and they go and they basically just slap it, you know, till it's no longer alive. And she's gonna go bananas with the cameras.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shoot. Well, let's go look at the tigers and stuff. She just does not like.
I just saw her yawn.
Yeah, she just sometimes she won't do anything with it, and then other times she fixates on it, and then all of a sudden it's a roaring. You know, she just flips out.
What? She flips out of the cage?
Yeah, she just doesn't like it. She gets really upset. And then over here, this is Taj. Hi, Taji.
Now we're talking. Taj.
I saw her yawn.
Yeah. You know the noise that they make? You know what it's called? Chuffing. Listen, watch. Yeah. That's where happy
Almost their purr.
Yeah. Yeah, big cats can't, you know, any cat that can roar can't purr. Any cat that can purr cannot. That's when they roar. Taji.
What do you think of the tiger?
He's big.
Definitely big.
Hey, look, there's a dog there in the back that lives next to the tiger.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Oh.
That's Tiny.
Tiny the Great Dane?
Yeah.
Tiger?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get Taj. Come here. Come here. Look. Good boy. Good boy.
What a sweetie.
Yeah, there's you'll see as I walk around, like a lot of the cats that are trashed out, they'll actually get up and like come over, you know, to me, start, you know, moving, kind of like Diesel did over there.
Yeah. So where'd he come from?
Taj is actually came from a circus. He when we got him, this particular circus, you know, and I know some that take wonderful care of their animals. But this particular one didn't, and yeah, he wasn't getting the proper nutrition in his diet. Nope, he's not blind now. We actually gave him taurine in his diet, and that helps. You can kind of see how his legs bow out a little bit. You know, that's from his bones not growing properly. Come here.
The tigers are a lot different than the owl earlier.
All right, so let's go see these guys. Hey, Cabu, Cabu. Yeah, everybody's sleeping. You know, real cold and windy and things like that. So the cats have been moving a little bit. Now that it's like this, like everybody's. Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, they can be extremely friendly. We have 6 raccoons in here. I call them trash pandas. These guys are probably the hardest animals to keep clean here. They love getting, the more mud, the more dirt, the more. No, don't want to. Right now, they don't trust me a whole lot. We end up giving them, like in each one of these red buckets, I'll put like 2 cups of dog food. Then they get. So this is Shiva. Shiva is about 11 months old now. She came to us from another facility. She was actually supposed to go to, I believe it was New Zealand. When this other facility ended up getting her, she was in real bad condition. So they spent a lot of money getting her back into shape, but they didn't have a holding facility for her. So they ended up calling us. And very rarely do we ever get young cats, and this year we actually ended up getting 2. So that's Shiva, and then this is Rajala is about a year and a month old now. they just couldn't handle her even at a young age. She's kind of a very spunky cat. So we had the open enclosure. We ended up taking her in. She is not. Yeah, I don't buy animals. I don't sell. I don't trade. I don't do any of that stuff. So, yeah, normally they'll call us and just say, hey, I've got this. Can you take it? Honey bear, come on. Here, babe. I know. I'm sorry to bug you. Come in. Come on. Come on. And this is our North American black bear. She actually is what they call the cinnamon phase because of the color. She came to us from a facility in Oregon that they tried to introduce her to some other bears. She was younger than the other bears, and she basically beat them up. She couldn't be kept with the other bears, and they ended up calling us, and we ended up taking her. She will be... she'll be 2. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Hello. I know, I didn't talk to you, huh? What? What? Come here, up here.
Sounds like a cow.
So this is Aisha. Aisha came to us again from another facility. They had too many tigers. They needed to make room. We got her. She was, I think, about a year old. I think she was. She's a very talkative cat. She loves to make herself. Come on. No. And this is our white tiger, Princess Diana. I don't think she really wants to come off her den box right now. Jade is 17 years old. We got her actually September 11th of 2001, just a few hours before the planes flew into the Trade Center towers. Huh.
Twin Tower.
Jade, what are you doing? Oh, there. Watch, she'll grab me. What are you doing?
I just want so hard.
You're a brat. You're a brat.
Amazing.
You want to do that? Come over here. Servals, come here.
It's okay, we're friendly.
What's that?
It's okay, we're friendly.
Zorro, come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Here. Here.
What if you throw your keys in?
Just open it. It's okay, I'm sure it'll be fine.
What?
Good boy. Good boy. So anyway, we got Zorro from a magician. He, when he was younger, used to jump up on the magician. And the magician didn't really like it, so we ended up getting him. He was about 8 months old. But unfortunately, he was declawed. So he had a lot of damage to his feet. And we ended up having reconstructive surgery done.
What does declawed mean?
Well, they end up taking the claws out of the cat.
Why?
They think it's going to make them safer.
Oh.
So,
The
but
magician?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So, but it does a lot of damage to their feet. So we ended up doing reconstructive surgery, and now he walks without pain. So he's doing really good now. So these are all my gators in here, and then we have a caiman too, which is the bigger one in the back. Alligators are probably the most common rescue that we do. They're easy to get. They're real cute when they're this big, and then when they get to about 32 to 36 inches long, that's the miracle size that I tend to get them. And I think it's about the size where when someone gets bit, you know, it really hurts. Let me see if I can get one of these guys.
Do they bite?
They will. Come here, dude. Look at you. Guys want to touch his tail? Want to touch him? No?
I want to touch him. Oh wow,
He wants to go back.
Yeah.
very cool.
Actually, this is one that we literally just got this past weekend. If you see his snout, where that wound is, most of his life he had a strap around his nose to keep him from biting. And this gator right here is 21 years old.
Whoa. No way.
Now, if you look at some of the bigger ones that I have over there, 5 years old. So they weren't being fed properly.
They have bananas.
Yeah. Hi, baby G. How are you, huh? How are you? I know. How are you, huh? How are you, bud? You have all your food? Come here. Come here, cheeky. Cheeky. So these are our 3 Capuchin monkeys right here. These guys, again, illegal ownership. They were confiscated. Baby G, he's the only male. Cheeky and Coco are both females. He is about 3.5, she's 4.5, and Coco is about 38 years old.
Whoa. Is Coco like their mommy?
No, she came from a different place.
Oh.
But you know, a lot of people see these guys as, you know, real cool. You know, I want one as a pet because they're so neat, and but they actually can be very difficult to have in captivity. A primate diet, we give them crickets, mealworms. That's more of their natural diet. Huh. Hi, Cheeky. She doesn't get along with these guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's their own house then.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to, like us, if we have to keep primates by themselves, you want them where they can see other primates. It just helps with their stability and stuff.
Solitary.
Yeah.
Where's Coco over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They
don't know.
and she's ever since we've had her for about 6 years now. I think it's 5 years. She's doing a lot better now. That she can see other monkeys, even though she doesn't really know how to interact with them. It just helps her. And of course, you're all the way in the center. Oops, sorry. See if I can get one of these guys out.
They're fishing for turtles.
Yeah.
They're fishing for heavy.
Yep, this is a snapping turtle. This is an alligator snapping turtle. These guys don't live here in California, but almost every...
How heavy is that turtle?
He's about 50 pounds. But almost every lake or golf course or stuff like that have these guys living in there. And they cause a lot of damage in the United States, period. They eat our native turtles. They, eat ducks. They eat... This is the common snapping turtle. And, yeah. And these guys, where, the big alligator snapper, see, I could grab behind his neck like that. These guys have a long neck. And when they feel threatened, they'll shoot that neck up even back behind themselves and grab you. So...
You can look inside the alligator's hole. Let's go out.
What's this, huh? This is actually a rose. She likes to eat the rose petals.
She's looking for food.
She's on full blast.
That's the fastest it goes.
For the most part, yeah. Here. You want to do it? So just hold it like this. Yeah.
I think. Here, you yeah.
Nope, it's all for defense. Yeah. Well, in the wild, they've jaguars, ocelots, cougars, the harpy eagles. Yeah.
Why does she have a hook on her hat?
The hook like this, that helps her climb. Because these guys, yeah. Yeah. It's a painful existence. Yeah, it's funny because there's like, no, we have we'll give them carrots and apples, bananas. Then there's a primate diet. Oh, and then they make eggs with spinach in it, scrambled eggs with spinach in it.
Guy just stays up there and he only goes.
Okay, so the little ones here, they have their choice of, we can do Gypsy, we can do Taj, or the Black Leopard. Those are as far as the cats. Or they can do the alligator or the monkeys. You get 2 pieces, basically, per person. So if you want to do one with Taj and one with the Black Leopard, that's fine. Then you guys can obviously go behind the fence to do stuff. So
The moment we've been waiting for, feeding the tiger.
okay, but let's see if I can do this without stabbing myself. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go through here and then through that fence, but when you get to that fence, you only want to get it to about right here, okay? You don't want to go push it in real far. So, and then hold on to this. Here, let me see if I can get it to... There he goes.
Now pull it out, pull it out. Pull it out.
All right.
No, not all the way. Just halfway. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
With the movement, All right, bud. Here.
Okay, pull it out. That wasn't too much sound. It's just like, and then. Are you guys
Actually, if you
gonna
go
do
up
it?
a little bit higher, he'll stand up.
Is this the highest you can go? Is this the highest you can go?
Oh no, he can go higher.
Yeah.
Stay here and watch it.
Bye, Daddy. Nice knowing you.
Okay, so
Are you gonna go
which
to
one? I mean, we have the white tiger right there. We have jade. We have the leopard. That one.
Dad, are you gonna go feed the tiger?
Yeah, with my hand.
Oh. There you go. So, like I said, when you put it, stay back at least 3 feet, and then when you put it through there, don't get it. Don't shove it super far through there. And if you want, if you do it up on the top, she'll jump up there.
That's a very impatient tiger.
She's ready for food.
Oh! That was cool.
Yeah. Okay, and then so you get one.
Dad didn't like to work. You could have gone higher, right?
I guess I could have.
That's a very impatient
He wants to
tiger.
give a little roar. Want some food?
He didn't.
How was that?
You weren't gonna put it at the very bottom under.
She probably won't go up that high, but you'll have to bring it down. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, beautiful.
Oh, that's high.
You are amazing. Closest I've ever gotten to a tiger. Beautiful.
Oh, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Sounds like she's hangry.
That's the most impatient tiger.
Pretty
See,
cool.
now she's quiet.
We got a lot of food now.
Okay, now she's loud again.
Alright, next will be the white tiger. So next is the white tiger. We're gonna go up here. You see it? Alright.
Feeding the monkeys now.
Which monkey?
This one's fine.
one?
Yeah.
Yep.
He got whipped.
Is that good? Okay, so let's see. But there you go. And then hold on one second, let me get another piece for her.
Like it, tell us what you done.
I'm going to feed the monkeys.
entice them to come over here. Oops. Let me see if I can get it. Here, bud. Yeah.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! Too bad they can't smell it.
Come on, guys. I know one of you is gonna come over here.
Oh! Someone wants it.
Oh, someone's coming.
Yeah. Once one notices it, then it's like, oh my God, there's food over there.
That'll be a little. See, now they're all gonna come. Huh? What are you doing?
Look at the camera.
What's he doing?
It's the way the snake is. It's not made up, and then he's just sitting on it.
Yeah. They're not the most intelligent of animals.
What is he doing?
Alright, there's... Yeah. It just
I
disappeared.
know. I'm gonna put it near his mouth.
Okay.
What's he doing?
Oh, there he goes. He's...
Oh,
wait.
no, he's bringing it
Starting to
back.
figure it out, I think.
Get back.
Why is my head so big?
Oh, there he goes.
Look, people here. This is a ball. Oh, one that's coming.
It's like everybody's coming to get me.
Okay. Look, he's gonna drop. Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, that was. He's just keeping it for himself. Oh, I see him. He's gonna share.
Alright, look here, guys. One. Hey. Alright, 1, 2, 3, cheese.
No, you're not gonna stop.
Hey, you too. Alright. Hold on. I'm waiting for Tiger to get in position.
What? Me too.
Alright, look at the camera.
Alright, look at the camera, everybody. I'm waiting for Tiger and cheese.
Don't score.
Cheese.
Cheese.
We had a great time. We had a great time here. My favorite part was feeding the animals. Learn more at foreverwildexotic.org. We had a great time here. My favorite part was feeding the animals. Learn more at foreverwildexotic.org. Please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to look for your own adventure.